Good morning, Yang Berbahagia Dato Engineer Dr. Joseph Heng. It's an honor to interview yourself on the BrandLaureate TV, and also congratulations to yourself and Victory Recovery Resources Indian Berhad for winning the BrandLaureate Brand of the Year Prominent Business Best Brands Awards 2022. How do you feel about winning this award?
Well, I'm very delighted and honored to be given this award. And of my 2 decades of experiences in the life as a recycler, I feel it's really worth it. So it also gives me a lot of zeal and a lot of encouragement for me to proceed in life in the very near future and to be much more successful with this kind of encouragement.
I feel very proud of my father for winning the BrandLaureate Award. I think that is a due recognition for all his hard work, blood, sweat and tears throughout these 20 over years. And I'm also very proud of my team from the various departments for their effort for making this happen.
Alright, Dato, could you share with us some of the brief overview of the journey of Victory Recovery Resources and also some of the unique selling points that set yourself apart from others in the industry?
I'm an engineer by profession, right? And recovery is something very strange and very new to me. I started with, there's no books at all to teach me how to recover. Most of the things that I've learned it through experiments, through a lot of failures, right? And from this recovery plan, I started with a gold business and eventually right into this recovery. So I turned into a recovery company, right? It is more like a collecting kind of rubbish. The name isn't good, but the money is good. In the recovery business, we take what we wanted and we throw out the rest. This is called cradle to grave. And the grave, it means to be destruction. It's either in the incinerator or in a landfill. But for the recovery, in our company, we do not do this and we don't throw away. We use an abbreviation called that is alternative raw management, or sometimes they call it alternative raw material, right? As ARM. So for Victory Recovery, we use this kind of residue to give to other plant as a core processing material for the recovery. And this is what we call cradle to cradle.
So Victory Recovery started in the jewelry making business back in the 1990s, and then we moved into the electronic waste industry. Now currently we have pivoted into more of taking other type of waste. We have about 18 scheduled waste codes, and our business is taking more of sludge now. Because the electronic waste industry has become so competitive, so we have decided to pivot our business to taking other type of waste that the industry are producing. One of the key things that right now we are focusing is on green renewable energy. So our target is to become at least 95% a zero waste company. So we will have to work a lot with the universities to do R&D and also to come up with new technology on how to produce energy or products through our waste. One of the, I would say, strength of Victory is that we are able to service and respond to our customer well. So we are very quick in our turnaround time to collect their waste. So I think that is one of the key things that we can help market.
Okay, Dato, so what are some of the major challenges you have faced in establishing and operating a successful waste management and recycling company, and also how have you overcome those challenges?
To change the concept of humanity, right, it's very difficult. You know, the country also try to educate the member of the public to segregate different material into different bins like paper, glass, stones, and the like. It's very difficult to teach them. Now, as today, you can still find those bins around, you're very lucky. Or maybe the bins are all mixed with other rubbish. Now, as for Victory, it is the same, right? We try to educate our people, our waste generator, to work with us for those people who have the green technology background. It's difficult, but we managed to pull in a few people to work with us. Those people that come along with us share with us the same mission and the same vision to protect Mother Earth.
And Dato, what are some of the innovative technologies or practices that Victory Recovery Resources utilizes in waste management and recycling?
I have done and innovated many big and small equipment and machinery, right? And the two most prominent machinery which I've done in my 20 over years of experiences are, first, I've developed a double chamber. A double chamber is actually, there are two chambers. The primary chamber, I'm burning all this organic waste. And all this organic waste, when they burn, they have a lot of fumes. The fumes are constricted into a bottleneck. And when the fume passes through a big surface, it retards the velocity by 2 seconds. It is the 2 seconds is enough to destroy the hydrocarbon before it passes through the other APC, which is the air pollution control, and then only be allowed to be released into the atmosphere. Another prominent equipment or machinery which I have innovated and invented is actually a rotary furnace. It is actually a very huge furnace, about 5 feet diameter, 45 feet in length. From end to end, it takes about 45 minutes. Whatever material that we put in what comes out as a carbon or as a carbon chunk. Now, for this machinery is also very dangerous because there are some limitation. Any material that generate volatile or any gases, it can give an explosion. And further to this, I'm also inventing another jet machine to capture the water or the vapor into water and the gaseous oil into the gaseous fumes into oil. So this is my next innovation, which is in the pipeline.
And what roles does Victory Recovery Resources play in promoting sustainable practices in the industry?
I believe in the 3 pillars of sustainability: economic, social, and environmental. So economic is all about making profit for the company. Now that is a very easy thing to do. But when it comes to social, we are talking about respect for people. And in our company, I make it a point that we treat from management all the way to the production workers that we have fair and equitable policies. That means to say that even for our production workers, our foreign workers, we want to ensure that the work that they are in is comfortable. We go as far as to ensure their living condition is well taken care of and to treat them fairly. About environmental, so as a waste management company, we have a significant impact to the environment because we collect tons of waste every month. We have to make sure, firstly, that how we treat our waste has to be accordance to the environmental laws of our country. At the same time, we want to go further and beyond that. That means we want to improve the way we treat our waste in a sustainable way, that it doesn't go to landfill. So our big mission is to divert from landfill and to turn all this waste into energy or products.
As brand leaders, how do you brand yourself and why do you think branding is important in today's modern world?
So now when you think of toothpaste, what brand do you come to mind? Colgate? Dali? Or you talk about basketball, you think of Michael Jordan? So when people talk about waste management, I want them to think about Victory Recovery. I want to give the market the assurance that when we collect your waste, that you know that it is going to be treated in the right way, in the proper manner. So that is something which I want to give assurance to our clients. Also, at the same time, as brand leader, it's important that we want to set ourselves apart from other waste management companies. And I do not want us to compete in price, because in this industry, price competition can be very high. But I do not want us just to talk about price, but we want to create ourselves a premium brand that people can trust.
What advice would you give to aspiring leaders?
Never give up hope, right? Anybody, any failures, right? They have to pick up their clutches and walk again. Like for myself, in the year 2008, I was nearly on the verge of bankrupt, but I managed to pick up my clutches again and to walk again, and also to face all these challenges. I would say that people must gain on grit, G-R-I-T, and not greed. And even you see, sand can be cause abrasion into metal. So they must have the grit in life.
I think as a leader, it's important that we have personal values and we have a vision and mission that is much more than just making money. And to be able to have a clear goal that we are able to communicate to our followers. When we understand our limitation, our strength, our capabilities, and our boundaries, all this decision making will help us, put us and set us up for success.
And Dato, where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
I envision myself as a recycler, that I can represent myself in all the states of Malaysia, even in a nearby country like Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, and also in India.
I see Victory Recovery would be much stronger in the market. We have a stronger market presence, and not just locally but overseas as well.
Fantastic. And Dato, last but not least, what is your key to success, and do you have a quote or a phrase that you live by?
Dreams are very strong, and have great potential, even to move mountains. And I will dream my dreams until it becomes successful.
Now, Marianne Williamson, in her famous quote, "Our deepest fear," she talks about that our deepest fear is not feeling inadequate, but rather afraid of feeling great, afraid of your own talents, your own greatness, your own gorgeousness, and that shouldn't be the case. In fact, we should be not afraid, because we are so self-conscious of ourselves that we don't want to make other people feel uncomfortable if we are too good or too perfect. However, I want to encourage that not to be afraid of doing your best. So I strive in excellence in all things, especially the small things. And when we let our own light shine, we give other people permission to do the same.
Now, before leaving and before parting this interview, I would like to borrow a quotation from Napoleon Hill. He once said, "Whatever the mind can believe and conceive, it will surely be achieved." Thank you.
And last but not least, I want to give thanks and give all glory to God, because of Him, He is the one that provides and leads the way, and everything that we have today is because of God's mercy and grace.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you so much, Dato. It's an honor and a privilege to interview, and we wish Victory Recovery Resources all the best in all your endeavors. Thank you so much.
Thank you.